we approaching women and we dating women, right? Like if the bar is on the floor, why would I jump for the ceiling to get over it? Sadly, right? And I get it, I understand, I'd be disappointed too. Sadly, like the more women have elevated, and they have, women making more money than they ever have, it's more business owners than ever been, they more educated than they ever have, but ironically, the higher they elevated, the bar don't come with them a lot of times.
Talk about it.
And that right there is the issue. It's too many niggas who not qualified to be with y'all who constantly getting let into the arena, right? So as a man, when I'm approaching you, I'm thinking about incentive. What incentive do I have to do better if I'm getting 98% of the benefits with you giving half effort? So until that bar raises, we gonna see more of those type of men. And that's just the harsh reality of this.
Have you ever heard the saying that a piece of man is better than no man at all? The piece of man, spelled Piece, refers to a bare minimum type of contribution that a man gives in a relationship. Let's start by defining what the bare minimum really means in the context of relationships. Essentially, it's the lowest level of effort, affection, and commitment from a partner. If women lack examples of healthy, fulfilling relationships in their lives, they might not recognize what they deserve. Stress from work, family, or other responsibilities can lead women to prioritize stability over satisfaction, accepting less in a relationship. There's a stigma around being single, and this can make women feel pressured to stay in relationships that don't even meet their needs. Many factors contribute to this phenomenon, so we must examine it to understand how it can impact self esteem, mental health, and future relationship dynamics because it's crucial for individuals to recognize their worth and seek healthy, fulfilling relationships. There are societal pressures and expectations from others that often pressure women to prioritize relationships, sometimes at the expense of their own needs. Women, unfortunately, listen to women who they themselves have low self esteem and exhibit thirsty behavior where relationships are concerned. Our girlfriends might say, "Oh, he's a nice looking man. I think he might have potential." Or, "Girl, if he's putting it down in the bedroom, I wouldn't let him go." Or how about this one? "Girl, that man loves you. You're supposed to pour into your man until he can get on his feet." To which I say, why are you even trying to date before getting your act together, sir? Like, what is he even saying to get your phone number when he's jobless, homeless, careless, and carless, and moneyless, but wants to date you? What does he even bring to the table besides his swag and his struggle? Inquiry minds would like to know. Social media portrays many toxic relationships, often glorifying the idea of settling or accepting less than one deserves. Low self esteem and self worth can lead women to believe they don't deserve more than the bare minimum. There's a fear of loneliness, and this fear of being single or alone may drive some people to accept subpar treatment. Previous negative relationships might also lead to these lowered expectations where any semblance of affection feels sufficient. There's a cycle of behavior where accepting the bare minimum can create a cycle where partners feel less motivated to put in more effort. They look at the fact that you accepted less in your past relationships, and they wouldn't even know that information if you didn't tell them. But when you tell your current man that your last man was a bum, didn't want to work, and didn't financially support his children, think about what he's hearing. He's hearing that you accepted the bare minimum for years, continue to procreate with this man, and the relationship only ended because he left you. Now, I'm not saying that is right, but that man may feel he can put in the least amount of effort towards making you happy because it's already been proven that you will stay in the game and ride it out. When there's a lack of communication about needs and expectations, it can lead one partner to becoming complacent. Comparisons with friends or social circles can also influence perceptions of what's acceptable in a relationship. And for this reason, it's important to have a good support system because those systems will oftentimes reinforce healthy relationship standards and not normalize this bare minimum behavior. Self reflection is very important in understanding your own worth. When you value yourself, you set boundaries on how you are treated by others. In long term relationships, partners may become complacent, leading one person to accept minimal effort or affection. A failure to express needs and expectations can result in one partner feeling undervalued, yet unwilling to address it. So you must establish and communicate clear boundaries to ensure that there's mutual respect and effort in relationships. For example, if you're earning a decent salary and can comfortably afford the roof over your head and the car that you're driving, you should make it clear to any prospective partner that he needs to be established enough in life so he's not just living off of your accomplishments and that he can actually add to your situation. This way, even if no one's making six figures on their own, together you can enjoy a six-figure lifestyle because you both are contributing to the relationship. When you tell him that you enjoy date nights and you love to travel, you have to follow that up with, I want us to travel and make memories together. Because guess what? If you don't state these things out of your mouth, you might find yourself upset with a man who never even knew or asked what makes you happy. Many cultures place a high value on romantic relationships for women, often pressuring them to prioritize relationships over personal fulfillment. Seeing peers in relationships can also create anxiety about being alone, prompting some to accept subpar treatment. Some women seek validation through relationships, feeling that any relationship is better than being alone, regardless of the quality. Movies, TV shows, and sometimes social media often romanticize the idea of settling or enduring these less than ideal relationships, which can normalize these behaviors. Women with low self worth may feel undeserving of better treatment, leaving them to accept less than what they actually desire. Low self esteem plays a significant role in why some women accept the bare minimum in relationships. When individuals struggle with self worth, they may believe they don't deserve better treatment or higher standards from their partners. This kind of mindset can lead them to tolerate behaviors that are unfulfilling or even disrespectful, as they equate any form of affection or attention with validation. Consequently, the fear of being alone or feeling unlovable can overshadow their desire for a more fulfilling relationship. This acceptance of minimal effort creates a cycle where the partner feels less compelled to invest more deeply, further reinforcing the belief that they are unworthy of love and respect. Ultimately, this dynamic can trap individuals in relationships that fail to meet their emotional and relational needs, perpetuating a harmful cycle of low self esteem and diminished expectations. So, ladies, take time to identify what you truly want and need from a partner. Understanding your own expectations can help clarify whether your current relationship even meets those needs. Work on building your self esteem. Engage in activities that make you feel good about yourself, whether that's pursuing hobbies, focusing on career goals, or just practicing self care. Initiate honest conversations with your partner about your feelings and expectations, and do this up front. Clear communication can help set the tone for what you need in the relationship. Establish and communicate boundaries that reflect your values and your needs. Boundaries are essential for maintaining respect and ensuring that your emotional well-being is being prioritized. Surround yourself with friends and family who uplift and support you. Discussing your feelings with trusted loved ones can provide perspective and encouragement. Consider whether the relationship is even worth the investment. If your needs continue to go unmet despite your efforts to communicate, it may be time to reassess the relationship's viability. Don't fear being single. Instead, embrace the idea that being single is a fulfilling and an empowering choice. Trust your instincts because at the end of the day, you can do bad all by yourself. So empower yourself to seek healthier relationships and cultivate a sense of self-worth that aligns with the love and the respect that you deserve. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.